What's up guys, Jake here with JakesGotHerps, not to be confused with herpes. Herpes is nasty. In this video I'm going to be doing the second question and answer video from this little series that I'm doing. I haven't really done one of these videos in a really long time, but I want to start doing them more because if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I'm not very consistent when it comes to uploads. I might go, 2 weeks without uploading a video, and then 1 week I might upload 5 videos or something. So I think this will help me be a little more consistent with my uploads, and I just think it's a good video series to do. And so for this episode we're going to be doing frequently asked questions. This is Tebow. He's basically like the backdrop for this video. If you guys have any suggestions for like a background for the next question and answer video, like an animal you want me to show but not necessarily talk about, let me know in the comments. But the first question I get asked a lot is, and I'm surprised I didn't cover this in my last Tebow update, is what are you going to do with your alligator when he gets really big? Well, I basically plan on doing what every other breeder and every other rescue or anybody who keeps an alligator does at some point when their alligator gets big, and that's keeping them outside in some sort of outdoor pond. That's really the best option for them. After a while, you really can't fit the right size enclosure in a room. Even this basement, which is pretty large, would probably not contain an alligator that's above 10 feet. So basically I'll be doing that. I live in Michigan, so it's not an all-year option for me, but it will work the majority of the year. Alligators are pretty hardy. They can be in some pretty cold climates, and they will be fine. They just slow down a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys know what the Critchlow Alligator Rescue is. That's a alligator sanctuary near Detroit, and that's also in Michigan. If you didn't know that, that's where I'm from. But they let their alligators out in early spring when it's only 50, 60 degrees outside, and all of their alligators do fine. I think Snakebites actually did a show on them a while ago, but that's what they do, and it works fine for them. So I think that's probably the route that I will take. The next question I get asked a lot is, why do you not have a bearded dragon? You gotta have those bearded dragons. And the reason I don't have a bearded dragon is just because I don't. It's a pretty simple answer, but I just don't. I used to have one when I was a lot younger, and I didn't have a job or any source of income or a car, so I couldn't go to the pet store whenever I had to. Now I go to the pet store at least once a day to get crickets and other things that I need. But then I had like one weekly visit to the pet store, and that just wasn't enough for a bearded dragon. He didn't really get the best care, so we rehomed him, which I think was a really good idea. He's definitely doing a lot better now. I'm sure he's still alive at this point. It wasn't too insanely long ago. Yeah, so that's why I don't have a bearded dragon. And if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, mostly Instagram, I don't upload a lot, or I don't post a lot on Facebook just because I don't have that many people following me. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, definitely do that. But if you've been following me on either of those two things, you'll know that I'm kind of getting ready for a new edition. I'm not going to say what it is right now, but if you follow me, you'll know what it is. And that's kind of the reason that I'm not getting a bearded dragon anytime soon. So yeah. Another question I get asked a lot is, why don't you upload more videos? And part of that's just because I'm kind of, I guess lazy is an accurate word to describe me, but it's not really the reason that I don't upload a lot of videos. It's just that I don't have a lot of inspiration to upload all the time. In 1 week I might have a ton of good ideas and I'll make a lot of videos, and the next 2 weeks I won't have any ideas. So if you guys want to give me more ideas for videos, I'm working on the suggestions you've been giving me. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about you guys. But that's just kind of the reason for that. And it's also summer, and I know I guess that's one reason I could upload more, is that it's summer, I have more time. But it's also summer, and I want to use my time not being in school to do fun things and to stay busy. So that's kind of the reason I don't upload daily. That, and I don't want to run out of video ideas in a week. If I uploaded a video every day, I'd run out of stuff to do in a couple weeks. So that's the reason for that. And the last question I get asked a lot is, do I have any breeding plans? Am I going to breed anything? And the answer to that is no. YouTube in general really tries to promote breeding. I don't know why that is. Like, everybody who gets a reptile, for the most, not everybody, but a lot of people who get a reptile, they'll just go to like Petco or something, get a pet, and then they have to breed it. I've seen kids do their reptile updates, and they're getting kind of obscure reptiles that are mainly wild caught animals that nobody captive breeds anyway, because there's no money to be made in it, because they're all cheap imports, and they're like dead set on breeding. And I think breeding's fine, but if you're just a hobbyist like me, all you're really doing is taking business away from these other people. Like, there's a lot of people that I watch on YouTube right now that are, smaller breeders that I think have a good thing going, and if I just all of a sudden got a bunch of ball pythons and started to breed them, the only thing I would be doing is taking business away from them. So I'm not really going to do that. The only animal I plan on breeding is my carpet python's probably going to breed next year because the guy I got her from, really awesome guy, he basically gave me a really good deal on her and said, I'm trying to downsize my collection. I want you to, buy this. And he has a male Irian Jaya carpet python, both 100% Irian Jaya. He's pretty hardcore on, 100% jungle, 100% Irian Jaya. And he basically said, I'll lend you my male and you can breed them and we'll split the eggs. So I thought that was pretty cool. A good way to get that experience of breeding, because I don't really plan on going like pro breeding or anything, but it'd be a cool thing to do, hatch out some babies. I'd probably keep a couple of them and obviously sell the rest. But yeah, so that's that's it for this episode. Like I said, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'll leave both those links in the description below. And like I said, if you have any questions that you want me to do for the next episode, leave them in the comments. I probably won't answer them because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the series. And like I said, if you want to change like the backdrop for this video, if you want to see something else, different animal that won't necessarily get talked about, also leave that in the comments. And yeah, so it's been Jake, and I will see you guys later. Peace.